Alright, just proof that I left the car here, I guess. Nothing really wrong with it. Hopefully it doesn't get broken into. Let's see what happens if I don't get it towed. Looks fuck, it's got a EJ25 possible blown head gasket. As you can see, passenger side. I'm noticing this part right here, but it's at the bottom of the block because the heads are right here. So if it's coming out of here, where is that? This side looks pretty clean as well. There's not much crud on the bottom. Oh no, right here, look, you can see it. So is this a So based off what they were saying, I mean, it's obviously just based off the look. I was kind of not giving them the space to kind of inspect it yet. But they're saying it might be a manifold, the valve cover gaskets. But there's definitely a leak, an oil leak. So we'll see how this plays out here. If not, like I said, the estimate to do all this was like the price of an engine, pretty much. So I mean, if I can get a better conditioned engine, a less abused engine, and use that to kind of just just let them just place the engine, pull the old engine out, place the new one, or the better condition one, and then I guess take care of that one. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens here. I'll update you guys on how it goes. I'm gonna be late to work. We ended up going with the rebuild. We'll see what happens. I was thinking about just buying another engine and swapping that out, but we'll just see how this goes here. Like I said, if any complications pop up, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll get shit for wanting to switch a plan if something goes on sideways. But for now, we'll just see how it goes, because you know, if they rebuild it, then that's like the best chance of knowing that I have an engine that works properly again, if it works. Alright, my hand's a little shaky, but so I had recorded some footage on my camera, but also on my phone about the Subaru process. So I'm gonna go pick it up. For some reason they seem like in a rush for me to pick it up. I told them about my accident. They didn't really say anything, which is okay, I guess, whatever. But But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I'm not like looking to give them like a bad review or nothing, but I was looking to honestly give my opinion because um, on Google Maps, people were saying that the price was pretty fair for the rebuild, and honestly, it's like, I mean, I guess kinda, but at the same time, it is like about the same price as like a used Honda Civic in a pretty good condition. Um, like on Craigslist or something, you know? Like, so I don't know, like I'll have to kind of let that sit and not let it be a factor to like my review. But yeah, I just need to make sure like the engine bay and stuff like that is clean. And yeah, I guess looking for any like complete replacement. Um, because I know the block that I had, um, they said that surface cracks are like normal. Um, so like if I see anything that's like looks like it came from like a completely different engine besides like the heads, I guess. Um, then yeah, like I said, I just have to like look into that, and hopefully like I can put it up on YouTube, like I said, and get you guys help and opinions. But this is basically like a worst case scenario, like a worst case Subaru scenario where you buy the car and yeah, you end up having to rebuild the freaking engine. And I don't really have car connects like that, so yeah, it basically came as if like I'm a regular customer or whatever, no hookups or nothing. So that's that. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll update you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so here we are in the Subaru. Seems to be running fine. There's still oil burning from the exhaust that I guess that got squirted on when the oil was leaking and coming out from the oil filter. So I'm a little kind of I was told that it was cleaned, so I mean that's kind of something I'm a little skeptical about, and kind of not so happy with, because I still see on the bottom that there's still a lot of oil residue right there that's kind of like clearing up. That being said, I have to check if there's any leaks after the fact, and if they even put like a new O-ring for the oil filter, because if not, then you know that's really bad, and I need to get that fixed. So this would be considered, I think in my case, like the worst case scenario Subaru situation you could be in. I went ahead and got the engine rebuilt, the heads rebuilt, all the gaskets are pretty much replaced. As for this specific car, it does have a lot of like little issues. Well, it's mostly just kind of dirty. I remember looking at it on the driver's side right here on the knuckles. The knuckles are like the rubber parts where the joints connect. One of them is like super worn. It looks like when I had the car lifted, it was like completely like demolished. Like it's only together because like it's squished together of the weight down on the car. So that's something I noticed. But so this is kind of like my situation now. So is I have the opportunity now to kind of sell this car. Now that it's rebuilt, it pretty much is gonna run. If someone wants to, like, let's say, take the opportunity to buy it and then like fix it up, because you know it's now rebuilt and it's just the regular kind of, it could be a daily basically. That's kind of the situation it's in. So then I can go ahead and move on to something else. You know, I kind of restored mechanically this one. The transmission shifts pretty good. I mean, there's really no hiccups there. There's a little, I don't know if it's because of that knuckle I was telling you about, like the joint or something, but like when I was steering earlier, there's a little bit of wobble or something, like a little bit of a shake jerk. So I don't know if that's because of the knuckle or there's something like with the steering, that's something right there. But besides that, as you can see, it's kind of just like a little dirty. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So worst case scenario, Subaru situation, I would say is a win. Technically, like I said, all I have to really do is basic maintenance to this car now and just kind of make sure it's not leaking anywhere, and it shouldn't be at all now that it's rebuilt. I need to drive at least 85 more miles to do the smog, I was told, just so everything can kind of clear out. But like I said, I am a little worried that the oil that's on the exhaust is going to kind of affect the smog test. But we'll have to see where that goes from there. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen. I went to Subi Independent Auto Service. As for the price, I guess it's like the price of a decent condition Honda Civic. So from like 2,500 to 3,000 was kind of the range, since, like, you know, but it's more so like 2,500, a little bit more, depending. So I don't know, was it worth it? I mean, technically no, because I overpaid for this car. That being said, you know, but that being said as well, I can just flip the car back and kind of just come off even if I just clean it up a little bit, or I could just sell it as is right now with a good car wash. So I guess this is the hard part, where I have to think about, do I want to get out of the financing that the car I'm having and keep this one, although that is the home car, the family car, which which everybody uses. And you know, this could be the same thing. I kind of don't care about that, but do I want to do that, or should I you know, get into stuff that I've actually talked about, which is like getting into a manual car and kind of like walking into that scene. You know, it's just something obviously I have to make the decision too, so I will go ahead and think about that. And yeah, like I said, I have a running car now. Could probably use some some tires. I do have the little sensor that's coming up, and my memory is coming out, or falling. I'm running out of memory. But I just want to say, worth it, I don't know really, but like I said, I do have a running car that I can now sell. So I don't know if it's really worth fixing up the Subaru, but like I said, it would have been more worth it if I had put the price down, reasonably thought about rebuilding it, and now kind of just putting it that way. But I had impulse bought this car. So at the end of the day, don't be stupid like me and actually find somebody who knows about the car you're gonna go buy, or do your research and actually take the time to inspect it before you end up in a situation like I did. Technically I wasted a lot of time and money, because I had to use my time to get the money, and the money was unnecessarily wasted. So I appreciate y'all for watching, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. So I'm finding myself in like a flow state right now, a little bit. Like I'm feeling like a little bit of uneasiness, like I guess an anxiety. You know, I'm a little like worried, just because I'm unsure of myself, and I'm kind of just seeing possibility of things I have to be doing, or just like that need to get done. There's things I've been procrastinating on, so it feels weird, right? So like a part of me kind of just wants to go home, sit in my room, not do anything. And since I have, you know, the energy to be able to do it, I think that was what creating a little bit of the sadness, because, you know, I'm transmuting this energy into you know, creative energy instead of you know, stagnant energy, and that's how I'm gonna proceed right now. We'll see where we end up.